But we got a lot of great surprises coming for you. One of them is going to be, I guess it ain't a surprise anymore, but we're going to be putting den cam in Holly and Lucky's den where they're denning, correct?
That's correct, and it's going to be interesting because Scott says it's Holly proof, so we'll see who wins this year, Holly or Scott.
I will win, I can promise. Let's move over here a little bit. I think we got to be right in front of the camera. But I'm going to win that, Sharon. I'm telling you, I'm going to win.
I think Holly's got it.
No, I do. If I do win, what do I get?
You know what? The thing is that here, no matter what we do, he always wants a hamburger.
Hot dogs.
and he usually gets hot dogs, but you know we have this $5 bet all the time, and I think I'm like 3 behind.
No, she said that she used that up the last time when Kathy Paulson was here. She bought a burger for us, and that was one of mine. Can you believe it?
Well, here's what I think. Since I paid for 2, that was 2, so I only owe 1, and we haven't bet on anything this year. So
I just got instructed that we need to go closer. Closer? Right here. How's that? Well, you know, there's a reason why we were far back, get up too close with this high definition stuff, and sometimes things ain't always pretty.
That's exactly right, and I would not want that to happen for Scott.
Oh, she kills me. We're getting a little bit of the North American Bear Center closed feeling now, so we're going to have a little bit more energy. Wouldn't you agree?
It's horrible. You go from working 35, 39, sometimes over hours, and you're down to zip. And you're like, come on, Ted, do something so I can come in and do something with you. So Ted is out and about today.
Yeah, when I first came to the North American Bear Center and they told me the bears are sleeping, I didn't realize that after the first couple of years, we go to sleep kind of too for a bit of time.
Yes, and it's really hard because I have to leave. Well, I used to have to leave, but I have a house here now, so I don't really have to leave, but I guess I will go home for the holidays.
We don't want that broadcast over the system because it's a privacy thing. So if you could all pretend you didn't hear that she's living up here now or she's got a house up here, right?
I don't have a house up here.
Okay. Anyway, we just want to say hi to y'all out there and welcome you to the last broadcast of the season. We're going to have other broadcasts because we do have the Gift of the Max Day coming up. And what date is that? I bet you don't remember.
It's November 17th.
Oh, November 17th. And we're going to be talking about a schedule tomorrow that we're going to have, and then we're going to get it out to everybody. I think that yourself, myself, and Judy and the rest of the staff are going to talk about what we're going to do during that evening, late evening. I know we were talking about, just before we went off air, I asked one of our moderators what we were talking about, and we weren't really quite sure. She was sure, but we weren't. We were talking about probably the bears sleeping and how we go to sleep when the bears go to sleep.
Yes, and I think that's where we ended because we were talking about I leave and I hibernate also in Michigan, and then we were talking about maybe, you know, Lucky and Holly have been down for a week, a little over a week now.
Yeah. And
they seem to be very comfy and cozy in there. And I know we were also talking about who is going to win with putting the cameras up, either Holly or Scott this year. And I'm voting Holly again.
There's no way I'm going to lose this year. I've got it all figured out. I'm telling you. And I need some people on my side. If you're on my side,
raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand and we'll count because you know I ain't seeing any hands up yet.
Yeah, really.
But I'm going to win. I'm going to win this year.
I'm voting on Holly because she has techniques that Scott does not.
I haven't shown all my stuff yet. What's that mean?
Well, that means that Holly's going to win.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All that I know is we're going to really try hard to give you guys a great view this year. We've got new equipment. I've got a steel box that's going to go on the outside of the bunker. I'm building a fortress for a warrior. And
I gave, just before Tasha went into her den, though, I gave her a toolbox.
Tasha?
Tasha. That way, just in case Holly can't fix it, she maybe can help. So just take her little screwdriver out there and maybe unhinge something.
I think that's sabotage. I think I've got people against me.
Bears.
Anyway, speaking of Tasha and big days, I mean, we are unusually warm here at this time of year. I mean, we've seen snow a couple times. Once we had it on the ground for a brief period, but not very much neither, maybe a half inch at the most. But what a fall so far.
Yeah, I don't think I have been here this late in the season when it's actually very, very warm. It's almost too warm for a jacket, but I was told to wear a jacket out here, so I thought I'd wear a jacket.
Yeah, Heidi told her that.
Because look at this, I'm just sporting my new plaid scarf here.
What do they call that? Scarf?
It's a scarf.
Is it a neck scarf?
It is a neck scarf.
I told her, I said, what you wearing a neck scarf for? You don't even have a neck. She's keeping her chin warm.
I do.
But either way, talking about the weather and how we're going to have, by the end of this week, Saturday, Sunday, they're talking 58 degrees maybe for highs up here, which is, honestly, it's warm. I mean, that's unexpected.
It's very warm, and I know when people are talking about this area, they think that there's already snow on the ground, which there has been in the past.
Yeah, many times.
Last year is one of them. But I'm just hoping that it holds off a little bit here so I can make it home without going through a blizzard.
Yeah, and the weird part is I would ask, has it affected the bears? Has it affected their hibernation? We're seeing stuff fairly similar to last year still, even with the weather, aren't we?
Absolutely, and the interesting thing is that we assumed that Tasha would not go in until maybe December, January, but she's proved to us that she's a different bear. She certainly is a different bear.
You and Heidi were back there today. You snuck on back. Maybe you could give them a little sneak preview of what you've seen.
Well, we had decided that we were going to go tomorrow, but the curiosity always gets the best of me, because when Ted came out, he actually was standing on the mound looking back, and I thought, well, maybe she is out. So we decided, while Scott was on the phone, which Scott's never on the phone, that we would walk back and see if maybe she was out. We did, and she wasn't, of course, but the interesting thing that she said, I wish we had a drone that we could put in there, but please don't send a drone. Please don't. She has, blocked in that den, that opening. She's drug in the Doug den.
From
Holly.
2014
den. She has drug in more than she had 2 weeks ago when I checked. She's put dead balsam firs. There's some logs drugged into the front. So if you were actually walking past it, you wouldn't even see it. But I think it's really neat the way a young bear like that has the ability to never have denned in the wild before, to be able to do what she has done and decorate as she has decorated her not only the opening of the den, but the interior also.
Well, I'd say she's a pretty private bear if she's closing the door. That's kind of nice.
She's private, and she does not want to be disturbed, I guess.
That's really a neat thing to see. I mean, I don't think we haven't seen that here. I mean, when Holly dug that den, you guys hadn't seen that yet, and now we're seeing, Tasha use a den that Holly dug, and Tasha worked on it, and now she's made it even more improved.
She's made it her own.
That's really cool. I guess that kind of answers a lot of questions. Is denning and is all their habits in their genes. And
we have this discussion a lot around here.
They always said that Tasha had southern genes, and I said, no, bear genes are bear genes. They don't have different genes if they're down there. And I actually got an agreement on that, didn't I?
Well, here's the thing. I think they all zip in the front, the jeans.
That's good. I don't know if they're Levi's or if they're Wranglers. I think Brett Favre would probably say they're Wranglers, though.
maybe, but we're not Brett Favre country.
No, we're not fans of him anyway. But as you can see, though, we're watching the Bears. Sharon's going to be here for quite a while. In fact, she's staying here I think she's staying here till after Thanksgiving. Maybe because she's going to maybe have Thanksgiving in her new home up here, which would be nice. Maybe she's changed her mind, but I know she's going to be here on our big day, which is coming up, and that is?
That is Give to the Max Day on November 17th. So, yes, I will be here, and I will answer Bear questions, and I will tell you Bear stories if you'd like that, but you have to tell me what you want.
And I think that we'll actually try and do stuff that we've had and ran into this season with the new Tasha arriving, about different questions you guys may have out there. But we're working on a program right now, and we're going to be getting together tomorrow at 9:30 to go over our program and everything that's going to be involved in it, and then we'll have the group out there publish it to you. But right now, we want to thank the moderators and the PTZ group and everybody out there watching. We just had a staggering membership drive. Did we not?
It was awesome, and our two office folks, Heidi and Missy, our office manager and our product buyer, man, they just did an awesome job in October with the membership drive, and that also means that you folks were also important in that.
Yes. Because
without your support, the membership drive would have been folks coming through the door, but we also know it was online too. So thank you so much.
Actually, we ended up with, if you count at the end of the business night on the 31st of October, we ended up with 222.
Yourself by sending me texts of what the Bears are doing, and I so appreciate that.
Yeah, it really is wonderful. And, we're going to have an interesting off season too. I mean, first of all, you can see that we have, really took charge and finally got our pavilion up. You can see that. And that's going to be headed forward. But our big kick this year, this off season, is going to be the Bear Cub Room for education.
The Cub Room, yep.
Yep.
The Cub Room's going to have a makeover, and it's a very much needed makeover. If you've visited and been in there, you can see how worn the rug is, how terribly worn the den is. We just need to do a makeover of some things, and it's going to be awesome when it's done.
Yes, and we need to. It's very dated with what we've done for the Bear Center and the ecology hall and the entrance. And it's very, very dated, and we need to get that changed. So we're putting numbers together. We pretty much got those together, what our goal is going to be for Give to the Max Day. And I can tell you right now, Give to the Max Day is going to be an exciting event. We're looking forward to it. We need all your help out there, do we not?
We absolutely need your help. We can't do much without you.
And I think what we're going to do now is we're just going to have Sharon do just a brief rundown of the Bears and what's going on with them, even though she kind of touched on Tasha and Holly and Lucky a little bit. Maybe you could just run across what's going on with the rest. That'd be Ted.
That would be Ted? Well, Ted was just out a little bit ago. If you were watching, he had his dinner. We got another weight on him. And I would assume since he came from the rock den, he also ate what was left for Tasha. She has not been out, but because she was out a week ago, we've been putting food out underneath a bowl in case she could get it and wanted to eat when she was out. And I guess Rocky 1 was trying very hard to get it, and I guess he's identified by a shorter tail. We have a chipper that's we call Stubbs because he has been with us for about 5 years, but I believe that it may have been Honey Bear that smacked him and he lost part of his tail. She was not one to share her food with the chippers. So when I say chippers, I mean chipmunks. So Ted is probably headed back to his den if he's not already in there, or maybe he's laying in his daybed. Since I've been out here, I haven't checked on him. But he just received another bale of straw yesterday, and we are hoping to get the back of his door done tomorrow. And with Tasha in, we'll see what happens with her in the next few days. So back to Scott.
I was just looking at my phone here. I had a couple questions, and I hope I covered them that I was given kind of some things to remind people of. But one of the other things I want to remind you of is our Christmas card is going to be coming out. Actually, it's out.
You'll love it. You'll absolutely love it.
And we're going to need your help getting those out. We got 100 packs. 100 packs. And once we're through those 100 packs, that's all we got. Of that amount of, holiday cards, I guess we're going to call them.
I guess I better get one.
Yeah, you better get one.
You're going to love it. You're going to want to order 2 or 3.
Yes, and it's Tasha on there. I know that a lot of our new items got put into the web store yesterday afternoon, and we're going to be looking forward to having an exciting holiday season as far as web store sales go. We need your help out there again. All that profit from those proceeds go
to everything we do here to make your day and our day and the Bears' day acceptable to them.
Yeah, so what it ultimately does for us is we got some really, really neat items. I wish Missy was out here. We got some beautiful handmade jewelry. We've got lots of new sweatshirts, T-shirts, jackets,
hats, lots of hats.
Lots of hats. One with a big bite in the bill of it.
That's right, and it's pretty neat to see. So you guys have to look online. They'll be on there pretty soon.
I know Judy McClure just loved that hat. She wouldn't quit laughing about it yesterday. She thought it was a defect. It's got a great big bear bite out of the side of it, don't it?
It does.
I kind of like it, but we're growing the store. Our store sales this year were excellent, phenomenal. Another great job by our staff and everybody out there that helped out. Again, we continue to move forward with the North American Bear Center, Northwoods Ecology Hall. Some of the things we weren't able to get done this year due to weather conditions with storms that we got early in July did not allow us to do our nature trail that we had planned on because our group that was going to do it were so busy repairing the Boundary Waters portages that they could not get to the trail, which we're hoping next year they don't have that problem. We can get going on the nature trail. But one of our biggest missions is going to be education. And I know that with education, we're going to be looking at that strong this off-season too, whether it's the youth in the Cub Room or it's utilizing the that are out there. I mean, still to this day with the behind-the-scenes tours that we do, people are just shocked by how black bears really are. They're really thinking they're scary, that they're just like they show on TV in different places, and they're not.
No, and when folks walk up and they see our sweet Ted sitting up to his bar, we call it his salad bar, but he gets peanuts. He sits up there and he talks so sweetly to the children, and we kind of encourage the children to talk to him because he does answer. And several times this past fall, when the children have been up there, I'll put the microphone down by Ted so he can do his sweet little grunts to them, and they just think it's the neatest thing, as do the parents.
Although, Ted is a very unique bear, I've learned. Not all the bears out in the wild do that grunt noise. I had one come up to my feeder at the house, and I tried making that noise at the bear. And quite frankly, my wife thought I'd had one too many glasses of wine, and the bear kind of looked at me and ran. And I said to her, well, it works at the Bear Center. It didn't work there. Hey, have we told them about the bear weights yet? Is that contest still going, or is that done?
We can tell them Lucky and Holly.
I want to tell them all the weights of all the bears, and I'm going to do that right now. Just kidding, Kathy. Got to give somebody out there a heart attack, right? Anyway, we're going to try and cut this short here. We're sorry for the delay that we had, but I just want to go over one last little small thing, and that is TripAdvisor. And I'm going to go over that because looking at it today and talking to Dr. Rogers about it, we were looking at that. We're looking at it as a whole. We're looking at it as the bear educators that were here, the interns that were here, our bear curator, Judy Thone, the head of education, and really who has grasped this whole program here. The whole place, including all you guys out there, and believe me, everybody's had a part in this. We have taken and stayed at number one out of 30, I think it was 31 places or 30-some places in Ely to visit. We were number one to visit. Number one. And we just got recognition in in the paper for the #1 nonprofit. We won a nonprofit award up here. Actually, it's a nonprofit award which just got put in the papers. It's in the Timber J, and I'm thinking it's going to probably be in the Ely Echo soon. But I've already got texts on that from local people here saying, "Wow, good job, way to go." But TripAdvisor, out of 361, 5 were unfavorable. There was a category for 2 and then one that had 3 in it. And those were all from over 2 years ago that were rough surveys. But above and beyond that, every other one of those were great. So I just want to let everybody out there know that we have done a great job. And we want to make you all aware of the job that you've all done to get us to that #1 spot. The International Wolf Center's #2. We praise them for doing that and helping us get business. We work together as a partnership. But, you know, I think Rob would agree, somebody's got to be #1, so it might as well be us, right?
I'm 100% behind that.
Yeah, and in our surveys, we had 361, I think it was, and they had like 397. We have almost caught them on total surveys.
Good. And and if anyone has been here when we're doing our behind the scenes, we always ask folks to, give us a shout out on TripAdvisor. So it's important that we get that message out to everyone, and that we also talk about the International Wolf Center and about memberships, because it's important for that to support us also.
And if you haven't went on TripAdvisor and you actually have visited here, please go on there and give us a very favorable score. A 5-star would be wonderful. I hate to ask for scores, but 5 stars gets us really a good score.
I would prefer 5 gold stars.
5 gold stars?
Yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, 5 gold stars would be good. But again, we want to say thank you, and we hope everybody out there has a great day. I hope we haven't missed anything.
I just want to say thank you to also, I know Scott has said it before, but without the mods, without the folks that are driving the PTZ, and all you wonderful folks that continually ask questions and keep us on our toes, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. You have a great day, and you can see the sun shining here. We're headed for our warmth period of 4 or 5 days. So again, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Keep smiling.
Bye-bye.